Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Thursday, October 12, 2023. Let's find out what's going on the Forex calendar today. What do we see here are the most important data scheduled for release today. The first one is the GDP from the UK. This data had been released already. As you can see, the actual reading is 0.2%, which is in line with the forecast of 0.2%, which means the GDP increased from minus 0.6% to 0.2% in the month of August. The other data, which are very important, this is why they have three green dots, will be released during the New York session, and those data are core CPI. This data are scheduled for release at 2:30 together with the CPI and the initial jobless claims. As you can see, core CPI is expected to stay on the level of 0.3% in the month of September, and the CPI is expected to decrease from 0.6% to 0.3% and from 3.7% to 3.6%. Initial jobless claims are expected to increase from 200,007 to 200,010. At the end of the day, at 5 p.m., we got the crude oil inventories data scheduled for this at 5 p.m. So pretty impressive day in terms of the number of the important data releases. So of course it might hike up the volatility on the Forex pairs. Let's start our technical part with the analysis of the British pound. For our chart of the British pound looks bullish. The market still continues the up move from the lows of, let me just show you this one, from the lows of 1.2036, right? So this level here is a swing low, and it is a technical support as well. So we broke above the last swing high, so there is a slight change of the force, let's say, on the market, because it used to be bears. Now bulls are temporary in control. As you can see, this level 1.2271 has been tested, and the market bounced higher. All right, so the local high was made at 1.2336, and that means we are moving. We keep moving higher. We are above the 50 and 100 periods moving average on the 4-hour chart, and the moving averages are about to do the cross. All right, so what we should do right now, I guess, is to find out where is the next important Fibonacci retracement level. So that's the last high. Let me just move this one a little bit here. So that's the last big wave down. Okay, if we zoom out, you can clearly see that there is like a technical resistance here, 1.2599 to 1.2547, but this is the last big swing to the downside. Let me just zoom out a little, and there you go. So where are the important levels on this chart? The first one is 38%, and the 38% is being tested right now. So let's place a line here, let's say black line. Okay, so this is the 38%. If we copy this, we will have the 50% a little bit higher, 1.2402, and if we copy that one, we got 61% at 1.2485. Okay, so those are the technical Fibonacci retracement levels. Most likely all of them will be tested, but we will see what the market participants will do. For now, this momentum is very weird, very untypical, because it's full of the whipsaw, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. It's still positive, it's still strong. Nevertheless, this is not impulsive wave to the upside, so it doesn't actually look like a trend reversal. Most likely like a, let's say, like a pullback during the uptrend. Okay, let me just update my levels because it looks like I got it wrong. 1.2316, just a little bit adjustment, 1.2393 and 1.24 472. Those are the Fibonacci retracement levels. They're supposed to look good right now. So that's the outlook for the British pound. We continue the pullback to the upside, or even now it's even a correction. It's not a pullback, it's a correction. We wait for it to complete, and then most likely the market will reverse lower, right? So that was the British pound. Let's take a look at the US dollar index, because we got plenty of data from the US today. This is 4-hour chart of the US dollar index, and as you're possibly aware, this market is trending up from the lows of the 99.57. Those lows are those were made 14th of the July 2023. So right now we are just moving lower and lower. Okay, so this is the situation. We don't have the 50 and 100 periods moving average cross just yet, but it looks like very soon this cross might happen. Nevertheless, again, this doesn't look like a impulsive wave to the downside. It looks very much corrective. All right, so this is the situation. We got the swing high 107.32. One of the most important levels were here. We just broke below it, so that was the technical support, 105.63. Okay, where is the next target? Let me just copy this line so I can show you that the next target might be somewhere here. This is a very nice zone here, 105.41, or in the event of another extension to the downside, most likely we will go as low as 104.64. So US dollar index is continuing the down move. We have something like this here that might be considered a trend line, short-term trend line. Momentum is negative, momentum is weak, so there is still some room to the downside. Nevertheless, we should expect that this movement to the downside will terminate, and then the US dollar index will go back to the uptrend again. Okay, so that's the US dollar index. Let's find out what is, because we got the data from the oil. Let's take a look what the oil is doing, right? So as you remember, yesterday we took the analysis of the oil, and we've been speaking about this very narrow zone, and today we got a breakout to the downside. So as I said yesterday, this is the 84.87 level. This is the technical support. So we broke below this level, right? And now we are approaching, as expected anyway, we are approaching the technical support. The technical support, or the last swing low, located at 81.51. So this is the next target for the bears. Let me just put one more line here for you. This is the key technical resistance. So as long as the market trades below this key technical resistance, technical zone, basically, so supplies on something like this, 87.76, 88.37. the outlook remains bearish. It just looks like what we've done was just, let me take a look at the ABC correction. We've done a wave A to the downside, then some sort of the wave B, and then we are waiting for the wave C to the downside to complete the ABC correction, which is the easiest, the most obvious correction, simple correction on this market. Otherwise, from the bigger picture, if we take a look at the bigger time frame, bigger picture, this is still the uptrend. Nevertheless, that's the corrective cycle for sure. This is the corrective cycle. It's not a pullback, it's a corrective cycle. And if the corrective cycle will extend to the downside, the next target for the wave C might be somewhere around 77.64. So those levels are very important for the bulls, because we might have rebound and upward movement initiated from these levels, which means the uptrend might be continued, from the levels of 77, 64, 69, somewhere there. All right. What else? Let's take a look at the Bitcoin. Of course, What is Bitcoin doing at the 4-minute chart? Well, it's slightly moving higher. Nevertheless, we can see that this market is under the bearish pressure. It's obvious here. When we put some sort of the line here, we can see that the market is trending below the line. This is the short-term trend line. The 50 and 100 periods moving average are about to cross as well, and that will be a bearish cross. Let me just zoom out here. So this is it. Most likely we are out of the channel, as I said. So let me just put this line here for you guys to see what I mean. This is the low. Let's say this is the high. So we are definitely below there used to be a channel here. We are now broke below the channel. Local low was made at the level of 26,520, but it looks like we are still have a chance to move way lower. The next target is 26,000, and the other target is of course the lows from the September 2023, which are located at 25,000, I guess, 24,925. So the outlook for the Bitcoin is bearish. The market's condition on the 4-hour chart are extremely oversold. The market is trying to bounce, but it doesn't actually look like it is very successful in this. The intraday technical resistance is located at 27,152. So this is the resistance. This is the eventually intraday technical support, the green line here. So that's the outlook for the Bitcoin as well. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Bye bye.